Hey guys, today we're going to take a closer look at this beast of a fixed blade by Olive Knives called the Arbor. This is not your typical EDC fixed blade. This is more of a hard use bushcrafting, camping, hiking, working knife. It is an absolute beast. I've been using it. We'll do a little breakaway here in a second and I can show you. You guys know me if you follow the channel. I'm not the most, spending most time outdoors, so I'm in an urban environment, so I had to find some wood around here that's a little bit thicker stock or different stock. It was slick because I'd already carved it, but I did a little feather sticking. I chopped down a little bit of a tree, cut through a bunch of bamboo, worked this super sharp spine here on a ferro rod. Let's go out real quick. Let's show some of those tests, come right back in. We'll talk more about this Olive Knives Arbor and what it's about. All right, guys, we're going to try our little Olive Arbor here. This is kind of easy, some bamboo. See how that chops. All right, we're gonna have to find something harder. That was too easy. Let's go find some hardwood. And guys, we're gonna get some hacks here. Hey guys, so we're going to do a little bit more testing with this Olive Arbor. A little feather sticking with it. So very good at getting in there. I'm not in a good place where I can brace this, but definitely a good hacker, good cutter. This is some really hard maple that I wouldn't be feather sticking normally. Get a little bird nest because we'll start a fire. I'll pick all these little shavings up. Comfortable handle. The G10 handle is very comfortable. And the blade's got a lot of mass behind it. If I had a little bit more coordination, we'd even have better results. So let's do this. Alright guys, let's take our ferro rod. This thing has got a very sharp spine. Got a little wind out here. but definitely throwing sparks all day long. Working off that spine right there. Tying that right into a knot. That's a knot. Just want to see how it felt. Goes in really good. I think it's a solid knife. We'll take it back under the table, see how it cuts paper, see how it wore. All right, guys. So we have definitely spent our time beating on it. It is, and we'll run it through some cut tests here a little bit. I've not cleaned it up. We just come back inside. And again, this is the Arbor knives, or Arbor by Olive knives. The grind on this Elmax blade, this is a thick chunk of Elmax steel, heat treated at 61 HRC, between 60.5 and 61.5, I believe is, but they have 61 on the spec. G10 handle. You've got this very unique proprietary grind. And I don't know enough about knives. I can just tell you how it cut when I was cutting it. It's called a Fibonacci grind. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but it's a proprietary grind. And when I went and did a little research and Googled Fibonacci, F-I-B-O-N-A-C-C-I, it's a mathematical equation. Kind of unique, which made me wonder the uniqueness of this grind, because you've got a terminal grind that's convex there, but you've got these in between grinds. Some of them are a little bit hollow, but you can feel the way that there's a little bit of raising between those, which I think makes it an excellent chopper, it reduces drag when you're batoning, when you're chopping through heavier materials. And again, it's just a very thick knife. So I don't know enough about blade geometry except to say that I know this is a very robust blade. This is an outdoor knife that could withstand the elements, that could withstand all the abuse you can put through it, because I just in a short amount of time have been beating on it. And it's been a lot of fun. The grip is very comfortable. What's so unique about it, you saw me striking that ferro rod out there. Well, you've got this perfectly crowned spine that stops right here. And then you have this very sharp 90-degree angle on that spine, which really makes striking a ferro rod extremely easy. If it wasn't so windy outside, we could have easily started a fire. Let's get a little alcohol and see how that blade cleans up real quick. And then we'll get some size comparisons, some measurements. Very well made knife. Started this company in the suburbs of Boston, Massachusetts by a guy by the name of Andre Baez. And they had been looking to find a knife or design and build a knife that was truly unique and going to stand out in those harsh outdoor environments, which is why they chose Elmax. Again, for its stainless properties and for its all-around properties. So that wood where I was batoning has come off. Ferro rods left a little muck there, but not much. All right, cleaned up very good after beating the heck out of it. What I'm curious is I don't see any rolls in that blade. See how it works with paper and cardboard. Now we still just as slicey as it was when we unboxed it, guys. That was cutter error there. Very slicey knife. And again, a beast of a knife. We'll get a weight on it here in a second, because when I think of outdoor survival knives, This is, it basically is showing you the best elements, or at least in my opinion, in a fixed blade knife with your spine, but also your comfortable rounded spine. Really well done sharpening choil. Just minimalistic, but modern designs. You know, I think Aristotle quoted, and I think this is on their website, that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, right? And when you look at this knife in its simplest form, it looks like just a knife. But then when you actually use it, when you feel the just soft ergonomics of this G10 that doesn't even feel like G10, it's not at all slippery, but it's not harsh. The way this blade cuts. Again, this would not be your slicey knife that you would choose. This is more of a chopping type beast. But it's still very slicey after putting it through all that chopping that I did. And I've done chopping off camera too, but I did want to get some chopping on camera and some striking on camera. I've left some of that ferro on there. But yeah, just a really nice specimen. Fully rounded all the way around. This knife is fully assembled in the US, and it is sourced using USA parts, parts from Europe, and parts from South Africa. Those are the three countries of origin where the G10 and the other materials come from. So very, very nice presentation. I can't tell what that says. I see something written right here. Let me get my magnifying glass. I haven't noticed that before, because all it says is Olive Knives, Elmax, and then Arbor on the spine. But there's something, patent pending. So I guess they have a patent pending on this grind. I don't know how patent law works, but anyway, there's that. So it is a proprietary grind called the Fibonacci. And guys, the sheath is outstanding. You can rotate it. I've kept it just as a dangler because I've just been testing it here around the house. But you could easily turn this and make it a scout carry, or you can take this sheath all the way off and put a clip, put straps on it. You've got grommets all the way around the perimeter. You've also got this bushing and this fastener here that if you needed to, even though it's got perfect retention, you could increase or decrease that right there. But yeah, guys, it is a beast of a knife. It's one that I have really come to love, come to like. Gonna hang on to it for a while and just see what I think about it. I appreciate Olive Knives thinking enough of me to send it out, to let me check it out, to let me experience it. It is, like I say, a big knife. The biggest knife I had prior to that knife arriving was the TRM Redline Fixed Blade, which is just about the same size. But then when you jump down, got a Bradford Guardian. So the Olive Knives Arbor is a much bigger knife than I carry on the daily, but it's a fantastic knife for survival, for camping, for hiking, for hard use out in the garden. Let's do a couple of, show it next to a Sharpie. Show it next to a Paramilitary 2, and then we'll get some dimensions. So it's a good bit, about an inch longer than the PM2. So it is going to come in, and I'll have a link to their website with dimensions, but it looks like 9 1/4, roughly 4.5 inch blade, 4 3/4 inch handle. This inside grip here is 4 inches, 4 inches from right here to right here, and that handle, that guard, does so much to keep your hand from moving. I mean, the grip is super stable. Done very well. Now let's see how beefy this Elmax is. .18, right under a 1/4 inch, guys. And then I'll try to get it behind the edge. You guys know I'm not good at that. .210. .240. And then the handle, which you can tell is contoured, thinner up front than it is in the back. We'll get the fattest point, 0.83. The thinner side is 0.63. So very comfortable in the hand. A handful, but it fills the hand nicely. Like I say, you don't feel fatigue. That doesn't even feel like G10 to me, but it is. I mean, it's very, very nice G10. Let's get a weight on it. I need a little bit to zero that beast out. 9.1 ounces with a carry weight of 11.9 ounces. So just a beast of a knife, guys. Carries great on the belt. This is the type of knife in a hiking camping situation I would probably carry like a dangler because it's more comfortable, because it is a heavier knife. Very unique grind. These are on their website right now at $3.99. Again, Elmax and G10 61 HRC. Check them out. I will leave a link in the description. I will keep beating this up, and I'll give you a long-term thoughts, talk about the knife down the road as I continue to use it. I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to take a special shout out to the channel members. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to anyone who comes in to watch my knife, my EDC content. I really appreciate you. Hit the like button. Do me a huge favor. Look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.